welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. Let me just adjust my microphone real quick. Having some microphone trouble. I hope you guys can hear me. There we go. Okay. Hey everybody, Zarkazm here. Welcome back to the next episode of Feed the Beast. In the last episode, what did we talk about last episode? We talked about the bee basics. And what we did here, there it is, I have it here. We took some of the bees we had, got enough combs initially just to make the apiarist chests. We just needed 5 combs. Put that together into the apiarist backpack. We also took a look at the scoop, which you have to use to pick up the beehives. So now we've got the backpack if we run across any more hives that we just want to get. But we don't actively want to go looking for bees yet. There's particular bees, a particular chain of bees that we want to find, and that's for a later episode. So there's a couple of little knickknacks that we need to talk about. Get things ready, get things in motion, and then we can get back on track to getting power for the recyclers for the quarries. Again, those of you wondering, this I'll explain this room in a minute. Probably this episode, I swear. So let's go check on our farms. Right now we have 2 farms. We've got the peat bog that we set up early on to get us the peat that we need. What do we got here? It looks like we've got almost 3 stacks of peat, and we've got tons more bog earth to go, so get a nice concentration of peat there. As you can see, dirt is still being outputted to the hopper as waste, but we're pulling it right back out into the chest that it needs to go into. We still got our workers here, working hard. It's still being powered by the magnetic engine from these pipes here. Now let's go over here to our wheat farm being powered by the extra peat we've been getting. Now you'll notice a problem here. Since we have this chest sit here in the middle, as far as I'm aware, the farm doesn't output anything. It may output sand. I don't know if that's the combine doing that, but the seeds, because this is an inventory for seeds that it uses to plant, and an inventory of dirt that it uses to plant. The combine outputs everything it collects, so it collects the wheat, collects the seeds, outputs everything to this chest. Now, as you can see, it's putting seeds into this chest as well. We really don't want it to do that. We want seeds to be going directly back into the farm until we get enough surplus of seeds going that we'll have extra seeds to work with. So we need to hook up some kind of system. Yep, see, it's collecting as we go. We need to hook up some kind of a system to get the seeds put out there. How would we do this? It'd probably be Now I need to be careful here, because unlike the peat bog, which we have a hopper on top of, it only has 1 input inventory. The dirt section on the peat bog is an output. This is an input in both cases. So if we put a hopper here, we risk the seeds going into the wrong place. And we don't want that to happen, so we're going to have to kind of figure this out smartly, if you will. So, will be interesting. I do have an idea on how to do that, though. But before we do that, let's grab our spoils. Let's go ahead and stick the seeds. See, I shift-clicked the seeds, and it went straight into the dirt inventory. We don't want that, so we'll have to get that fixed. But let's take what we do have, and first, let me show you what you can do with this wheat to kind of help with your farms. Now, if you're running a peat bog like I am, or you're running a tree farm of the old type, which we're not going to build, and there's a reason why. Because, as I said, if we take a look at... I don't think I can just type in farm. I mean, that kind of works. You can see there's a farm for almost everything. There's the peat bog, there's the... what's it called? I forget what it's called. But anyway, for the tree farm, for the old tree farm, you have the what's called the arboretum. That's the farm block for a tree farm. This, just like all the other farms, is basic circuit, glass, sturdy casing. This involves golden electron tubes, and the companion to this is called the logger. This would cut down the trees once grown. Hope I didn't actually accidentally spawn one in there. And this requires diamond electron tubes to make. I don't think I spawned one in. Good, 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 good. So but it does require a lot of power, which we really don't have to spare. I guess we do have magnetic energy that we could continue to use. I mean, since I am using the lava as decoration, but we also don't really have the good enough resources for the tree farm, because it does need this farm actually pretty much needs a third component. It's called a forester. I think I've gone over this before, actually. There it is. It's called the forester, and that is also made out of diamonds. And within the forester, you need... there it is. You need catalyst for the forester. Now, catalyst, you can either use pollen, which you get from the industrial bees, which we don't have yet, or you can use honey drops, which are easy enough to get. We don't really have a good bee. We don't have a bee system set up yet, so we don't have any honey drops to spare. This is really the best recipe here. It's going to be bones, fertilizer, and tin cans. Wax capsules are beeswax, which again come from bees. So in order to get fertilizer, we need some apatite, which I don't think we have any apatite at all. No. So see, we don't even have what we need for fertilizer. So the forester is the third machine. If you were doing rubber trees, there is actually a tree tap machine as well, and a rubber tree harvester, which, actually the rubber tree harvester doesn't exist anymore. The logger takes care of it. You got the tree tap here, which is kind of similar to the catalyst, but again, that's an additional thing you have to power. What we're going to do for a tree farm, not going to do it this episode, but recently Forestry has introduced what's called the multi-farm. I think if I just type in farm, you can see all these different blocks here. Farm block, gearbox, valve, hatch, control. So lots of different blocks here. It's a multi-block structure, kind of like the water tanks that we have out there, with the lava tanks. So that's what we're going to be doing for our tree farm. If you were using, though, if you wanted to use the arboretum and the logger, you would need humus as your dirt. Be similar to the peat bog. The peat bog needs bog earth. The tree farm would need humus. Now to make humus, which I will show you, I need some water. Let's go get some water real quick. 1, 2. Let's get 2 things. Now, just to kind of give you a comparison, let me grab this dirt. Let me grab that blueprint I made earlier. Just to give you a comparison, this is, as you recall, the recipe for the bog earth. 4 dirt and 4 sand surrounded water. The recipe for humus is very similar. It is just minus the sand. Have I done that wrong? Oh, yes, I forgot. I'm a dingus. Okay. Hummus is actually more complicated to make than that. I don't know why I thought that needed water. Stupid me. So to make hummus, you would need either fertilizer with apatite, which, again, we don't have, or compost. Here we go. Or compost. Now, compost is actually decently easy to make. Piece of dirt, 4 wheat, get you 4 compost. Or if you have ash like we do from the peat-fired engines, that gets you 1 compost there. Or if you happen to have those kind of combs, which you probably don't by now. So, again, fertilizer, that is going to be apatite and ash or apatite and sand. Concentrated compound is Thaumcraft's version of apatite, which we'll get into later. Oh yeah, and there's a kind of a Greg Techy way to make it. So the easiest way, really, in this, as you can see in this carpenter recipe, this is where I was getting water from, is 4 dirt surrounding some mulch. This is the easiest way. You can also, if I hit use on this, you can also use mulch in the carpenter to make bog earth, eliminating the tin water cell that you would need to make it. Yes, it does still require water, but as you've seen, you know, over here, we can easily pipe water into a carpenter. So we could just make get rid of this recipe here. We could just make hummus all day long. Now, how do you make mulch, you ask? Well, we need a new machine. We are going to take a look at what's called the moistener. Now, this machine is a little unique. It doesn't require any power, and it doesn't require any tubes to make. And oh yeah, I mean, it's decently cheap. It does use a lot of copper, but it's easy to make. So first thing we need 4 copper gears. And we have plenty of copper to work with here. So we're going to need... Do I have any gears lying around? That's the next question. I guess not. Okay. So let's do this. Let's combine dirts there. Let's get some sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I think... Yeah, I'm going to need 8 gears in total. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, we need to make the gears wood. Okay. Then we're going to need to make them stone, so I'm probably going to need more cobble. Let's grab a bit of cobble. Okay. Now, I need to make 4 of them copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that handles the copper. Because you see, the moistener requires copper gears, but the fermenter that we need to make for this recipe uses bronze gears. Now, bronze gears, we take a stone gear surrounded by bronze. Now, I know some of you might be asking, well, what does the fermenter do? It's a machine we haven't seen. We'll take a look at that a little later. Don't worry about it right now. I'll definitely explain its use, and we'll put it to good use once we start getting, getting the farms going and start getting a surplus of various things. So that fermenter will come into play later on. But right now, we just need to make it for our recipe. So, let's get back to copper. Do we have bronze? Oh, we have plenty. Plenty, plenty. Alright, now, oops. It helps if you put the bronze in the project table. There we go. Okay, now we've got the bronze. Now I need some sturdy casing, which I think I'm out. Yes. So let's, a little bit of lag there. Let's make 2 sturdy casings. Let's get out some glass, or am I out of glass? Did I make any more? Could be an issue. Could be an issue. Well, what I can do is take this cobblestone here, stick it in the pulverizer. That will pulverize that down into sand. Now, is there a way to cook it into glass in the induction smelter just to make this a little more automated? Get the old use key. Powered furnace, induction smelter, various ways to make ores. Aluminum. What's aluminum for? Oh. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So let's get one more. Let's get an even number. Even number. So we'll get a 16. There we go. There is 16. Let's get these cooked. Slowly but surely. Now we just need 4 glass for the initial bit here. There we go. 2 and 2. Alright. I'll come back to that a little later. Now let's put in... What should I put in first? Let's put in the bronze gears. That will get me the fermenter. Oh, I didn't need 2 sturdy casings. Dumb of me. Because the fermenter is what I need for the last bit. Okay, 2 and 2. There we go. Whoops, that is a magma crucible. Alright, now we have our moistener. Let's put this up. Now, what we're going to need for the moistener is we're going to need a bit of hay. Hay? Wheat. It's wheat, basically. Let's not use that one, though. We'll use this. We'll use the partial stack. Now, show you how this works here. Oh, another thing we're going to need. Come over here. Going to need a bucket of water, and I'm going to need a waterproof pipe, water pump pipe, I should say. So let's get out the old wooden transport pipe, and no, not wooden. I need an iron waterproof, right? I'm mixing my pipes up, I think. Oh no, I was right before. Wooden and gold. Wooden and gold. Wooden and gold. Okay. Dummy. Oh, but I need some pipe waterproof that I don't seem to have. Oop. Here's Spider. I have bad. Need an iron gear. So let's get this wood gear made. Stone. Iron. There we go. Put that in there. Gonna need the 2 redstone. Give me the cactus green. Oops. Cactus green, please. Please. Cactus green, please. Okay. Put it there. Alright, we got the water pump pipe. Now, I've built this room specifically for the moistener because the moistener needs a dark place to operate. A very dark place to operate. Now, I did build this in the in the space of the quarry. Oh, there's a rocky beehive in the wall. Beehives do illuminate a little bit. There's a bit of infused ore. Okay, so so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have water running on top of this thing, even though we shouldn't. Okay, we're gonna place the moistener here, and then we're gonna place our water pump pipe right there on top of the water source block like it should be. No, I need to... Hold on. I just don't want to have that loose like that. That's what she said. Let's get some more basalt real quick. Get that patched up. Now, where's my jetpack? In the event that I need it. Ah. Okay, let's go. Yum lum 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 blum blum blum. Just like that, and then shut that one up. There we go. Okay, so we're good. Good to go. Put my steel leaf back on. Alright, so now we've got water going into the moisture. You take a look and see it's going in. No recipe, doesn't know what it's doing. What you do is you place in wheat, goes into the bottom rack, and then the drawer, as you will, and then one piece of wheat goes into the main, I don't know what you'd call that, port. Goes into the main slot. Now it needs another component for this. Basically what this moistener is going to do is it's going to decay the wheat in several phases. There's like stale wheat, decayed wheat, withering wheat, something. I don't know. It goes through a couple phases, but then it will eventually turn your wheat into mulch. And then we can further use that mulch to make humus, to make bog earth, or to, I think there's one other thing mulch can be used for. Could be wrong. But this also needs another component. It needs something to kind of decay on. So one thing you can put is cobblestone or stone brick. I have, let's see, I have stone brick. I'm going to put a stack of cobble in there, you know, just for giggles. So put cobblestone in the top, and it will now slowly decay. See, here we go. We can just kind of watch it work. It's doing something. Slowly decay. And there we go. Now it is moldy wheat. And it will keep doing that. And as it does this, it will slowly apply this to the cobblestone. And cobblestone, or stone brick, will output us with mossy cobblestone or mossy stone brick, respectively. What I usually like to put in here is seeds. If you put seeds in this top slot, as the wheat decays, the seeds will become mycelium. So if you don't have any access to mycelium, don't have a mushroom biome, that's one way you can make mycelium. If you have an automated process like I do, I was trying one in my server. I had an automated process for this. I was piping that mycelium back into a factorization grinder, and then factorization grinders will grind mycelium into dirt, and then going back through my system for my various farms. So that's one thing you can do. Now, the moistener works. It has to be in a dark area. This must be dark enough, actually, for the moistener to work. I'm kind of surprised it's working, but that's why I rigged up this piston door. It's kind of half-ass made, but, you know, just kind of whipped it up. There is a block here of glowstone just to let light in when the door is open. When I close the door, there's a sticky piston there that will push forward and block off all the light, and we'll make that a completely dark room. So we'll check on that later and see how that's doing. Now while that's going, we need to take care of automating getting the seeds back into the farm so we don't have to worry about it. Now, do I have the resources to try what I want to try? I don't think I do. Or do I? I just might. Actually, I just might. Okay. So, how much time have I used here? Well, I think I'm trying to keep these episodes a little shorter, so I think I just might call it quits there. Next time on Feed the Beast, we'll revisit the wheat in this room and check on our mulch. And we'll also take a look, going back to factorization, we're going to look at a new device, I think. Yes, we're going to look at a new device. So, I'm Zarkazm. Oops, I will see you guys next time.